Hello YouTube, this is William. Out here wheeling on a stick, taking a break from the grinding. And I had mentioned in the video I did a couple of days ago about the needing help with the combined orders. I had mentioned that when I did refunds or credit backs, I didn't get the fees back. And so there's been some questions about that and some suggestions and things like that. And it occurred to me that perhaps unless you own a cyber business or something that works off of the internet, you really don't understand how many fees are tied to that. I mean, everybody's got their hand out. So, you know, when you pay for something on a website, it has to go to some sort of a program that it is a cyber bank. It would be PayPal, Stripe. There are several others. And basically that money goes into that account and they charge you a fee. The credit card that was used, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, whatever it is, since it was used on that credit card, they charge you a fee. Okay, so everybody that is used in that transaction gets a percentage of that transaction. And I mean, some credit cards are 3%, some are 5%. They fluctuate up and down. By the time you get you a credit card that's only 3%, then all of a sudden it'll change to 5%. So changing credit cards is not the answer. They'll just get you with a low fee until they get enough people, then they'll raise the fee up to everybody else. So it's all a scam. But it's what we have to do. I mean, it's just part of doing business. One of those digital banks is kind of like PayPal. Everybody's familiar with PayPal. I quit using PayPal a couple of years ago. PayPal used to give you your fees back if you credited the or refunded the money. But they stopped that a couple of years ago. They realized how much money they were losing, so they stopped doing that. I don't know of any of those digital banks that'll do that anymore. But anyway, so when I have to refund an order or cancel an order, those fees cost me. I mean, it could be 3% on the credit card. It could be 5% on the credit card. Whatever fee that credit card charged me to have that transaction, I have to pay that. I owe the fee on Stripe, which is the digital bank that money went into, and it's going to come back out of my account. I get charged a fee for that. Okay, so I mean that transaction could have cost me $15-20. So there is no profit at all on the next purchase. Okay, so in order to do business, that is the reality of it. So I try to not to refund as little as possible, but keep the clients happy as I can. Because I mean, folks, there's not a whole lot of markup in these knives. I mean, people think that the knife guy is just getting rich, but at the best, you know, 35%, maybe 35%. So you know, when you do a wholesale order and you give them 25 or 30% off of it, you may make 5. You know, so there's just it's one of those things. You're just paying bills. You're making a living. You're not going to get rich on it. Okay. So the other thing is you got fees on the website. So in order to have the website every month, there's a fee to have that. There's fees to maintain the website. I mean, it's just everybody's got their hand out. So the hidden cost in doing a business with a website is, until you've actually experienced that, you really don't know how many people there is, and not counting Uncle Sam, because I mean, he's going to get his too. So, you know, I appreciate everybody's thoughts and suggestions, and I take them all to heart. I really do. If there's a better system out there, then I'm all ears, but I have not found anything as of yet. I mean, that's just the cost of doing business. And, you know, just food for thought. You know, if we had a cash society, then I could take a $50 bill and I could pay somebody to put tires or whatever on my car. He could take that $50 bill, pay for his electricity and pay for his water and they could take that $50 bill and so on and so forth. There's no fees attached to that. But if there's a digital currency and you can't have hard cash anymore, then every transaction has a fee. Think about that. So the bank is going to get theirs. With cash, they don't get it. They don't get a fee. So wonder who's pushing this. All right, just think about that. So anyway, again, until you've experienced being a small business owner and do transactions over the internet, then it's a lot of fees there that, I was shocked at how many fees there were. Matter of fact, there's some policies that you just can't abide by. I quit using PayPal because they wanted to hold my money for 2 weeks. I can't keep business like that. I can't, I have a sale. They want to hold my money for 2 to 3 weeks. And no, I need that money to do other things. Another thing is, I just happened to think about this, is a digital bank, once you pay that money, it goes into an account on a digital bank. It doesn't go into my business checking account. So they hold it Stripe holds it for about 2 to 3 business days before it comes to my account, in my business account. Of course, there's a transaction fee. Or you can do an immediate with a 10% transaction fee. So, it's free if you let them hold the money for 2 or 3 days, although they've already got their transaction fee for taking the money in the first place. So it's all a scam. But anyway, so when I ship that out, especially in sales, when I ship that knife out to you, I haven't even got my money yet. So I have faith in that banking system that they're going to send that money to my account. As a matter of fact, that shipping cost comes out of my account before I get it. So, there's a lot of things that goes on behind the scenes on a small business that, somebody who's not experienced it or dealt with it really can't understand it. But anyway, the joys of small business. And again, I'm not complaining, folks. I love my job. I love my business. I'm just explaining a lot of things that some people just don't know. They're not privy to. And some of you out there is thinking about a small business. That's something that hidden cost is something that you got to budget for. Because, there's just not enough profit in anything you do because you're competing with somebody in Indonesia that has a sweatshop, or somebody in Taiwan has a sweatshop, or China. So that's what you're competing against. They don't have all those fees, but we do. Okay? So you have to really pinch some pennies and really put some pencil to paper to figure this all out. And it takes a while. And there's still some things that jump up and just bite me, and I say, "Oh, where in the world did that come from?" Because when PayPal changed their deal, I think it was a wholesale order of 9,000 or something like that. PayPal said, "Well, our policy has changed. We sent you notice 2 weeks ago," and I was like, "I don't remember any notice." Said, "We're going to hold the money for 2 weeks." I said, "No, you can't hold the money for 2 weeks." And I called them up and complained, but they held it for 2 weeks. And I had to order material out of, I had to transfer money out of personal account. And so, so anyway, I thought maybe I'd share that. It's just one of those things that we deal with. The banks are not going to lose, even if they go out on the limb and do something stupid. Then they know that we'll bail them out, right? So, anyway, all right. Let me get back to my grinding here. I got to get some blades out this week. Well, you guys getting back over with a long stick. Be sure and take a child with you. Get the opportunity. Don't forget those plenty of Band-Aids, lots of knives, and we'll catch you again very soon.